Continuing on this theme of travel jobs, today I wanted to break down two scenes, two interview lighting setups from those travel jobs. I was sent out to Montana, Pennsylvania, and then going to Ohio. Just wanted to provide you guys a quick breakdown of how I lit these two interview scenes, what were some of the limitations, and also to provide you guys with some encouragement that travel jobs provide limitations, but also work to your benefit because you can get a really good image just with what you got on hand. I was hired as a DP to create some political ads to make sure they keep the tax cuts for small businesses. I needed to light two interview scenes. I wanted to share these with you. So for Montana, we used two FX6s, the DZO Catazooms. For lighting, we used the Moelis B500 and the Godox VL150 and one of the Godox LED bulbs that you can screw into the lamps. The Moelis B500 I wanted to take with me and use as our key because it offers a lot of firepower in a very compact form factor. It's 500 watts. All it has is one cord that plugs directly into any outlet. And I use the Moelis B500 with a softbox to key our talent. I also use the VL150 with a reflector dish and barn doors to create some sort of light pattern or slash on the back wall. Upon reviewing our B camera image, I noticed that the corner was looking a little dark and a little dim. We needed to raise up the ambient tone. I decided to throw in one of the Godox bulbs in a lamp to kind of bring up that ambient level and just add a little bit of separation from our talent and our background. Our next interview lighting setup was a little bit trickier, and part of it was due to my negligence and pre-planning. I felt like we still got a really good, pleasing image. We were overcoming some hurdles. Our main talent was a restaurant owner, and we unfortunately couldn't film in the main area of the restaurant because there was going to be customers, there were going to be people moving around, be terrible for sound. So unfortunately, we were really only limited to these two back rooms, which really don't give us a sense of, a small business restaurant owner. But we, of course, have to roll with the punches and get a pleasing image no matter where we're at. So for this interview setup, we used an FX6 and an FX3. Again, used the DZO Catazooms, one on a wide, one on a tight. Unfortunately, I have been very spoiled with the FX6's internal NDs that I completely forgot I would need a ND filter for the FX3. I didn't bring one with me. I totally spaced. Our actual first frame of where we wanted the interview to be was going to be shooting into some windows. And I had the firepower with the Moelis B500, but unfortunately without that ND filter for the FX3, our B camera angle would be totally useless. So again, filmmaking is all about problem solving. We flipped, shot into a back wall again with some, pictures and decor. We used the windows as more of an ambient tone to raise the room level. I keyed with the Moelis B500 on a softbox, also providing some nice wrap. There was a lot of ambient spill, so we brought in a neg on camera left side and just brought that in as close as we could to the side of frame just to give some more dimension and depth to her face. Nothing ever goes as planned or nothing ever goes perfectly. I wanted to show you guys that, even I make mistakes sometimes, especially for getting your ND filter on a travel job. It sucks, it's huge. One of the benefits and the way we problem solved around that issue was just stop down to, I believe, a T4 or a T5.6. But with the compression, it, on a 70 to 135 lens, it really is negligible, and we were able to get a pretty pleasing image. So travel jobs, are they fun? Do you love them? Do you hate them? Do you like the limitations that are imposed when shooting travel gigs or travel interviews, or is that something that really takes you out of your element? Filmmaking is all about overcoming hurdles and how we get past and problem solve the next issue. The more that we can problem solve and the more experience we have, the more vital and irreplaceable we are to our clients. It's one of the main reasons we get hired over and over again, is our problem solving skills. How can we turn this problem into a fantastic looking image?